What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I am back. Last video I made was about a month ago. Basically just saying I was going to college, and I've been in college now for a month. And I'm just home. It's Saturday. The college is not too far. It's only an hour away, and I figured I would just come home for the weekend. But I also am just gonna show you guys some things that I did pick up in this past month. The area is pretty close to Canton, so I went to Happy's in Toy Kingdom a few times. And then I also got something to help with organization. So, taking a look in here, I know a couple videos ago I did, maybe it actually was like my last video, I don't know, but I did show that I picked up these little organizers from, I think it was like Home Goods or something. Just ways to organize my minifigure accessories and weapons and animals and stuff. And it was really nice, and it inspired me to look for something that I could use to organize this monstrosity. So this is how I've been organizing my custom or my extra minifigure parts, and the issue is that I just over the years have gotten too many parts to now everything's overflowing. The hair, the heads, the torsos, everything's kind of just, don't even get me started on the arms and the hands, but it's just too much, and I need to find something better, a better way to organize. And that's exactly what I did. I went to what's it called, Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I found the perfect thing that I was looking for. And so we're gonna go ahead and get this organized. Also, over here is so much more organized, so just overall I'm really happy with it. So let me show you guys what that is. Okay, so here it is. This thing is crazy, and this is exactly what I was looking for. I found it at Hobby Lobby, and it's perfect. Really long compartments here. And yeah, I think it's, what, that's 21, it's 26 compartments. This has 32, but the compartments are a lot smaller, and like half of them, like these are all hair. So like 3 of those are hair, 3 of those are head, 2 of those are black torsos, 3 of these are helmets. You know, it's like, you would think that there's more compartments here, but it's actually a lot less space. So we're gonna go ahead and get this sorted. We're gonna get this sorted, and I'm just so happy about this, because I can't even close this. Like, I used to be able to close this. I can't close it now, and it's just, I'm really happy to get it organized. So let's go ahead and do that. And here we are. That actually took me probably like half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, just because I had to organize like the heads by color and stuff. But this already just, why is this like neon green? This white is like neon green, not in real life, but on the camera. Anyways, yeah, I had to organize some stuff, but this already looks so much better, just so much cleaner, you know. I did have this right there, but it looks better over here, so I'm gonna keep it over here. Through my, what are these, 330 seconds? I already forget. See, 1 month of college and I already forget these clones. I'm just kidding, no, but put the accessories up here. Actually, that's one thing. There was a lot of accessories in that. See, look, I can finally close it. Look at these 6 stickers, though. I'll find something else to use this for. Let's see if I can get this open. This is kind of foul, but I'm gonna show you guys anyway. There was a dead ant in here, so yeah, just stuff like that. Like, crap was able to crawl up in there, so it's just nicer having this. Anyways, there was a lot of accessories that was in that that I didn't even know about. Like, I found this neck piece that I had been looking for my Red Dead customs, and I couldn't find it, so I ended up buying I rebought the minifigure that it came with. Turns out it was in the container all along. So I mean, I got that whenever I was in 3rd grade. In 3rd grade, you're like, what, 9? So, oh my goodness, 10 years. 10 years of using that. So that's 10 years of stuff. So anyways, let's just go through. I'm just going to show you guys kind of how I have it organized. And the great thing is I have a lot of space. Like, this gives me so much more space. So here are my hands. all my extra hands. A lot of yellows in there. But yeah, I mean, whenever I had them all crammed up in there, it looked like I had a lot more. But whenever you have it here, it looks like, yeah, I can actively, like, find colors I need and stuff. Same thing with the arms. Here they all are. It looked like I had it so much, and, like, it was just a lot harder to, I mean, these are a lot of arms, but, like, it was a lot harder to find specific colors. Boom. Got them all right there. I threw my battle droids in there for now, but here's all my capes and stuff. Here we have white torsos, blue torsos, tan, brown, nugget or nougat torsos, light gray and dark gray torsos, black torsos, red torsos. See what I mean? Like, some of them I don't have very many, like green, for example. Don't have very many green torsos, but hey, you know, I have a whole spot for them there. Orange, not too many as well. Yellow, not too, oh, I got a gold one there too. Barely any purple and pink, but hey, you know, it's organized. We got white legs, blue legs, tan, brown, nougat legs, light gray, dark gray legs, black legs, red legs, green legs, orange, yellow, purple, pink. Then we have all my heads here, this is just a lot nicer. Got them all color coded for the most part. Yeah, and also this technique of stacking them by 4, I actually saw Jangbricks do this like years and years ago. I watched a video of Jangbricks, and I think he was just showing how he like stores his minifigure parts, maybe. But I remember him showing that technique, and I was like, that's so smart, because then you can kind of just like pick up a row and be like, okay, like that's what we got there, and if I need one of these, I'll just take it out, you know. It's a lot more organized like that. So that's what we got going on there. Here's all my hair. Oh, that is a black torso there. We'll put that in there. Anyways, there's all the hair. Also, I have heads that got stuck in these hairs. I still gotta get those out. But I have a lot more hair than I thought I did. A lot of hair pieces. So this is really nice, getting to get this, you know, I can actually see them all, which is nice. You know, in those little compartments, it's really hard to see what you have. So this is really nice. And then we have my helmets. And in the helmet section, or helmets, hats, whatever, you know, just head accessories. But in that section, there was a lot of accessories that I did. Like, I was finding, like, pistols and stuff. But, yeah, nice getting that all put together there. So, yeah, there it is. Oh, my goodness, I'm so happy about that. It just, I feel like it also, just, like, walking in here and, you know, seeing that, it just looks more clean. I gotta find somewhere to put that. Also, I think I might just take apart these minifigures and put them, because I have no use for these minifigures, so they're kind of just there. So I might take them apart, put their parts in there, and, you know, I'll probably end up finding something. I gotta clean that out though. There's a dead end in there. Anyways, let's get into what I picked up while I was gone. Alright, so if you guys have been keeping up with the channel, I did make 2 shorts while I was at college, on some of the figures that I did pick up. But I also did get some more stuff yesterday because I was in Canton with my mom for an appointment, and I went to Toy Kingdom because it was, first of all, right there, but also, I was really hoping that they would have the new vintage collection Asajj Ventress, because the last few times I went, aka like a week ago, they didn't have her. So I was like I've seen people make videos like, you know, having it, and Toy Kingdom always has, they're basically the modern day Toys R Us, they always have the new stuff. But this time they did finally get her in, so I did cop, and I'm really happy to have her. Obviously, the only other iterations of Asajj Ventress we've had are complete copies off of, you know, her Clone Wars look. So I think the last time we got a figure of her in 3.75 scale was in 2008 with her Clone Wars release, and then they also made some Tartakovsky versions back in 2002. But this is more of like a live action version, even though it is based off the Clone Wars. It's not using the Clone Wars art style like they did with the original versions, but obviously it looks just like Pinterest. I mean, I kind of think of this like if she was in Revenge of the Sith, this is what she would look like, you know, realistic sort of style. But she has actual cloth goods there, and should I just open her? I mean, that's the thing, I do like the card back, but I mean, what am I gonna, yeah, let's just go ahead and open her real quick. Alright, so here she is out of the box, and yeah, really, really cool. The front flap is also cloth, which is different because her Clone Wars version, that's plastic. And also, her Clone Wars version, her whole skirt is massive. Like, I might actually end up grabbing her, like, at the end of the video or something and just showing, like, side by side. So they definitely, like, proportioned this a little better. The Clone Wars version is perfect, though. It looks just like her from the actual Clone Wars 2008 show, but here's her head. That looks amazing. That looks so good. Got the tattoos and everything there. She's bald as frick. Back of the head tattoos there. Yeah. The clothing is really cool. It's like a metallic sort of purple. Like a deep purple on her top here. Wrappings there. Wrappings on the arm as well. The skin on the arm is painted. It's a little bit of a different texture than her head, but still looks good. Yeah, wrappings on the arm look good. Got a rubber belt there. Little pink belt there. And then yeah, just got like a normal like blue legs going on there. So I did not realize, but her lightsabers actually have this connecting piece. Is that correct? Is that supposed to be that big? See, that doesn't look right to me. Were they always that wide? Hold on, let me... No. No, because on the back there. See, okay. No, I just don't know why. Why there's a pin on the bottom if it's not supposed to be pinned. I don't know. I'll get her set up though by the end of it. I'll figure out, you know, what's going on. But you do get two of these lightsabers, and they have the cool bent hilt, kind of like Count Dooku's. I also picked up this Black Series Omega from the Bad Batch. So now I officially have all of the Bad Batch and Black Series. Republic Crosshair, Wrecker, Hunter, Tech, Echo, and now I have Omega, because yes, technically Omega was a part of the Bad Batch. And I had tried picking up that figure so many different times, like, because I'd always see it like on discount, and the last time I almost picked it up was in Cincinnati at the toy department. I almost got it for $13 because that was the cheapest I'd seen it. Yesterday I found it at Ollie's for $5, so I was like, boom. So now we have the whole Bad Batch. Okay. I also went to Applejack's in Cleveland, which is somewhere that I go quite often, and I picked up this Anakin. This is one I don't have. It's Revenge of the Sith Anakin. $15, not bad. He is like from the era of like 2005, where they made multiple Legacy Collection releases of Anakin, but they all kind of have different heads depending on like if it was repackaged for a different wave or something. So I do have this figure, just not this figure, if that makes any sense. The head is definitely different. He has like a Superman, whatever the crap, like Superman swoop, if you will, sort of going on there. Or strand, not swoop, but yeah, obviously around this time the heads were not great, but definitely nostalgic. He comes with a robe which is cut up. I don't know, I mean, because this was pre-owned figure. I don't know if that was, I mean, because if it was production, that would make sense. If it was not in custom, the person did a pretty good job of making it look tattered up, I'm not gonna lie. It does not look like bad. It looks like he actually, like, you know, was in battle. He was in battle. But we go ahead and take these off. Typical for 2005, he has swivel joints, so you can like make him do the robot or whatever. This These robes are a lighter color, I've noticed, compared to my other Anakins. They have the same body and everything. Boots are a bit of a lighter brown. The tunic in general, just a lighter brown. The lighter black, and then the middle here is like a white almost, like a very tan, which is just very different. I might actually end up making a video where I compare all of my Revenge of the Sith Anakins, or just, you know, like that sort of era, because I do have quite a bit now. I did make a video where I went through some of them whenever I got the new one that came out this year, but I have more that I didn't show, so yeah, definitely interesting. But I picked him up because Anakin's my favorite character of all time, and this is just one that I didn't have, and it's nostalgic. They don't have too many, you know, so picking up new ones whenever I can, I enjoy, and I do love this era because of very good articulation. I'm a fan of the swivel joints, and yeah, just brings me back. He also did come with a lightsaber, but I will show that in a second, because I also picked up another Anakin, and this was an Anakin that I had been wanting for a very, very long time, and he's usually very expensive. I've seen him actually at Applejack's before. I think that one looks actually pretty good with this robe on, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, I've seen him at Applejack's before for like 70 bucks. He's expensive, very sought after figure, but around where I go to school, there's another Applejack's location that I'd never been to. Very, very small, but they did have a little section of figures, and they had him. It is the concept art, what is this, 2008, 2009 maybe? The 2000s, the aughts, if you will. I'm sorry I said that. I think that's so cringe, people call them the aughts. I just said the 2000s. But yeah, this figure, I actually ended up making my own custom version of it about a year or two ago. I took like an Imperial Guard body and everything and like made my own version. But up until this recent release of Anakin in the 3-pack, the evolution of Anakin, I think that's what they're calling it, this was the best Anakin 3.75-inch head scan, and I still do think it's definitely really good, because the new one, the eyes are very dark and cloudy, so honestly, for light side Anakin, I would still even argue that this is the best head sculpt. They really just got the head and the hair down. Now, yes, to be fair, the head still, the face skin and everything still does look like it was from the 2000s. They did not have like the True FX scanning or anything, but I think it just looks really good the way that the hair sits on the head. A lot of times, and you know, you see it with this figure, the head just really looks off, but the hair does not help, you know? Whereas this one, they really just got the way that it sits on his head down perfectly. Down really good. So basically, the whole story behind this figure, obviously he looks different than, you know, you would imagine a normal Anakin to look. It was basically, you know, they like to make concept figures. They had a whole line at one point where they just made concept figures. This figure is supposed to be a concept of what if Anakin never burned? So, you know, he turns into Darth Vader, he goes down the path of the Sith, but, you know, maybe he gets defeated by Obi-Wan, but he does not burn. And that's what he would look like there. There was some concept art photos and sketches of this from Lucasfilm, and they just went ahead and made a figure out of it. So it's really, really cool. You know, it's like, I mean, obviously he would have had to get some sort of injury, because in Return of the Jedi, obviously Vader looks whack whenever he takes his helmet off. So I guess it was just like a thought, but it's very cool because it has like little callbacks to like Return of the Jedi Luke with like the black, yeah, just like the whole outfit he got going on. Very Return of the Jedi-esque. I get Starkiller vibes whenever I look at his boots. For some reason, just like the gray and the black. And also his arm here with like the wrappings. Very much Starkiller vibes, which I think is cool. Yeah, head looks great. And then he has this big black cape that actually looks really, really cool. So yeah, got him for 40 bucks, which is not a bad deal at all, especially considering the other prices that I've seen for him in person. So yeah, like 2 years ago, whenever I made my own custom one, it's because I really, really wanted this figure. So I'm really happy I was able to add him to the collection. And then the last thing that I got at Happy Pappy's, comes in this little nice container here, but it is clone, I don't know if he's a captain or a commander, but it's Rise, Reese, you know, whatever you want to call him. I always just call him Rise. It's R-Y-S, but he is from the 2008 Clone Wars. He came in a 2-pack with, I believe, Thyre. I could be wrong about that. It was another red clone, but Happy Gabby's had a bunch of 2008 clones, and he was $35, which is actually a really good deal because I've looked at him on the aftermarket now, and yeah, he goes for about $50. So really nice to get him in perfect condition too. Here is a close-up of his little decal there on the arms. Got the red, another decal there, and then here's his helmet, which can actually be removed, and he's just like a normal 2008 clone boy. And I really like these helmets, the ones that you can remove, because they just kind of look more accurate. They're kind of more wide and just proportionate to how they were in the actual show. But yeah, just got the red decal in there. Fits perfectly on the figure. Does not want to focus. He did come complete though. So Rise comes with, well, let's just get all this stuff out because I did put the other Anakin stuff in here, but he comes with this nice Republic backpack. This is similar to what comes with Ahsoka whenever she carries Stinky, except he has like a little cloth thing there, which is really cool, so you can put him on the actual figure, or put that on the actual figure. And then he comes with this big missile gun thing you can put on his arm, and then a gun there. And then yeah, these Anakins come with, so like this is a little hilt that you can put on the concept art Anakin. And then here is his saber, and then here's the saber that goes for him. So there is that, guys. That is everything that I did pick up. Let me just go ahead and get them all set up here. Okay, and here is the Clone Wars Ventress next to the new, I'm calling it live action, it's still Clone Wars, but I've not looked at this figure for so long. It looks just like Ventress from the movie, or from the TV series, so I do really love this one. This one is also very good though in its own way. I am noticing that this one has a split at the skirt there. I don't know if that's like if that's inaccurate with that one, but you know, they are just different. Let me take a look at the. Okay, yeah, the hilts are curved. The hilts are a lot more thick on this one, and actually I figured it out. Sometimes in the show she connects the hilts to make like one like Darth Maul like lightsaber sort of thing. She doesn't do it too often, but they do give you the ability to do that. So yeah, interesting figures. I like them both, obviously. Yeah, really cool. So and then there are my Anakins, which I will get in the display, as well as Rise. I don't think I'm going to display him with the backpack just because it's a lot, and I don't have too much space in my clone display, so I'll get her probably on the wall as well. And we have the minifigures organized. Really happy about that. So yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit like. I am trying to find the Black Series Anakin and Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith. I do at some point want to end up getting the Duel on Mustafar set because that's just amazing, and I know that they come with a lot of extra accessories for the figures and everything, so who knows, maybe for Christmas I'll get it, but really want to get that. But in the meantime, they are doing single carded releases, which Toy Kingdom doesn't really get stuff until like a week or so after it's fully been released. So if these get released in October, probably get them in October unless I find them early somewhere else. But I am really excited for those. I don't know if I'm gonna like the Anakin better than my SH Figuarts Anakin, just because that SH Figuarts one really just made me rethink Black Series as a whole. Like, as for, you know, just that, like, I always thought that the Black Series would make a definitive Rots Anakin. I don't know, because I have heard some people compare the new Black Series Anakin to Chucky, which I kind of get what they mean with, like, the hair, but, you know, that being said, I still do want, I mean, it does look good. It looks really good, so. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.